Now let's look at an extension to the employee scheduling problem. Suppose if the employee is required changes. Instead of 17 workers on Monday, we need 18 or 19. Then do we need to employ more employees, or if so, how many more do we need? Okay. Now we're going to make a simplifying assumption, and that is if the employees required changes, it will change for all the 7 days by the same amount. Okay. With that assumption, okay, let's make changes to the model so we can handle that particular change. So I'm going to insert 2 rows here. Okay. So go to home and insert sheet rows. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this over here. Okay. We'll call this employees required original. Okay. And here, let's say extra required each day. We'll increase the column width, and that would be an input. Okay. So we'll start with 0. We need exactly the same number as before as the initial value. So let's go ahead and name this. Okay. So now the actual employees required, okay, is no longer an input. So let's remove the fill color. Now this will be the original required plus each extra required per day. Yeah, now copy that. Okay. So now of course extra required is 0, so the same numbers are reflected here. But if you change that to say 1, and you see everything changes by 1. Okay, let's put it back. Okay. Now that's all the change we need to make, and our solver remains the same. There's nothing to change here. Okay. Now what we have to do now is to run solver table. Okay. With this change, what we can do is we can use this as the input cell for the solver table and increase or even decrease the number of employees required, and then see how many total employees we will need. Okay, let's do a solver table. Run solver table. Okay, it's a one-way table, and the input cell is extra required, and I'm going to use the same range of values as in your textbook in page 150. So that will be 0 to 6 in increments of 2. Okay, and we want to look at just the total number of employees we will need. Okay, so here, so if you need 2 more employees, we have to hire 2 additional people. If you need 4 more employees per day, we need to hire 5 additional people to be able to meet that requirement. If we need 6 more people each day, then you need 8 employees additional because of the Saturday, Sunday holiday or 2 consecutive holiday requirement.